So now we are going to discuss about the personal pronouns. Means like nouns, personal pronouns do have many cases. So personal pronouns are said to be in the subjective case when the pronoun is the subject of sentence. Means he, she, I and you. Okay. If these pronouns are used, that means it is in the subjective case. Possessive case, when the pronoun shows possession. For example, mine, yours, theirs, her, his. I have already explained you about this. I am just recapitulating it so that you can recollect it properly or memorize it. Possessive बच्चे केस तब होता है जब हमें किसी belonging का पता चले या possession का कि ये चीज़ हमारी है या उनकी है या इसकी है, जिस pronoun से हमें ये पता चलता है कि ये कौन सा है, possessive केस है या subjective. इसमें हमें ये वाले words ज़्यादा यूज होंगे, mine, yours, theirs, her and his. So ये हमारा हो जाता है possessive. Means it shows the possession or the belongingness. Objective case, when the pronoun is the object of the sentence. For example, me, them and him, etc. Like these words. So you can just have a look and read these sentences carefully. You will understand what I am trying to say. Now see here. Example, subjective case. You are my friend. Here subject क्या है? You. So here you will come to know that it is the subjective case because the subject is you. Possessive case. This house is mine. Here the word is mine. Means इससे आपको पता चल रहा है घर किसका है? The house is mine. Showing the possession of the house. Here mine shows the possession. Objective case. He plays with them. Here them is in the objective form. Here means it is in the objective case, so it will be called as the objective pronoun, objective case pronoun. Here them is as the object, used as the object. So I think this table, this is in your book also, and if you find it more relatable, so you can write, you can make a table this, or either you can draw that from your grammar book also. Like personal pronoun, it may refer to a thing, animal or a child, as I have told you that we can use it for the child also when we don't know the gender of the child. Okay, the dog is active, it looks happy. Means here we are using it for the dog because we can use it for a non-living thing, animal or a child when we don't know the gender of the child. Like it is also used as meaningless non-living objects when we refer to weather, time, distance or temperature. Like it is pleasant today, it is 8 o'clock now. Means we are talking about the climate or the weather. Here we are talking about the time, so we can use it there. Fine. Now we will do this exercise. You will do this exercise in your notebooks. You have to do this in your notebooks. So take out your notebooks and start writing with me, filling the blanks with the I or me. Give me something to eat. I am hungry. Can you drop me at the airport? Here we will use me. Dash, shall you give the book myself? I shall give you the book myself. Here we will use I, not me. You and I will go together. My parents love me. Here we will use the pronoun me. Dash should learn from my mistakes. Dash should learn from my mistakes. I should learn from my mistakes. So do this exercise in your notebooks, all of you, class 6th. Then we'll come to this part. Fill in the blanks with we or us. Dash must save water. We must save water. They should have called us on time. They should have called. We नहीं आएगा बच्चे, हाँ. We will use us. Dash should learn from our mistakes. We should learn from our mistakes. Most of dash do not learn from our mistakes. Most of us do not learn from our mistakes. They have left us behind. They have left us behind. Let us hope for the best. Let us hope for the best. So with this we have completed this exercise also. You will do this in your notebooks. Fill in the blanks with the personal pronouns. Our students are working so hard. Our students are working hard so they might win the match. Here personal है, so we can use I called dash up to know. I called her to know whether I had reached. I called her up to know whether she had. I called her up to know whether she had reached on time or not. Please don't call me when I am working. My mother is not in her room. I wonder where she has gone. Can you carry the bag yourself? When dash play with my pet, when I play with my pet, I feel happy. So with this, we have completed these 3 exercises you have to do in your notebooks. In the chapter number Nouns and Pronouns case. Is it clear to class 6th? Now we come to the possessive pronouns that shows the possession or the ownership. Okay. The books are his. Look here. The books are his. His is the possessive pronoun in this example. The various possessive pronouns are as follows. First person में आ जाते हैं बच्चे I, we. Possessive में आ जाएगा mine and ours. Second person you आ जाएगा, you का बन जाएगा yours. Third person he, she, it, they, his, hers, theirs. Okay. So you have to keep this in your mind. Difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. No, this is not. We'll do this in your notebook. We can do this. Can you get your football? Mine has a puncture in it. Can you get your football? Mine has a puncture in it. Rahul said, teacher, I am yet to get my identity card. The teacher said, yes, mine is with me. Yeah, yours is with me. Yours likes it. Here we can add yours also. Yours is with me. Rahul said, teacher, I am yet to get my new iCard. Rahul is asking the teacher that he hasn't got his new iCard. So teacher says that yes, yours is with me means your iCard is with me. Soma said, is that Rani's bag? Rohan said, yes, it is mine. Yes, it is hers. I shall carry my own bag and you should carry yours. Johnny does not wear caps. How can this green cap be his? My library card has expired. Can I borrow yours? So do this exercise also in your notebook. You have to do this one also. These 3 exercises. 1, 2, 3 and this 4. These 4 exercises should be in your notebooks. In the lesson number Cases of Nouns and Pronouns, chapter 5. Is it clear to you, class 6th? And in the nouns also, I'll give you the exercises that you have to do in your notebooks for nouns. So you will do this exercise. You will do this in nouns. अभी मैंने आपको pronouns का बोला था ना, तो अभी आप pronouns का करेंगे बच्चे ये. तो मैं आपको सारा समझा चुकी हूँ. Objective and accusative. I have already explained you all this. We are over with this topic, and I have explained you everything. The noun shows the possession, indicates like girl's leg, means here possession is shown that whose leg the dog bit, the girl's leg. Gaurav's pencil box means where you are known about the owner or the possession. Form of possessive case आ जाते हैं यहाँ पे. I told you apostrophe लगता है. The dog's leg was hurt. The king's palace is big. My Roy's car is new. The possessive case of singular noun. When we are using the singular noun, this dog, it's a singular noun. Is formed by adding apostrophe s, okay, and s to it. With singular nouns ending in s and both apostrophe are acceptable. Like Mrs. Pays means this is ending with the s, right? Still we have added apostrophe s in it. So Mrs. Pays' car is new. Mrs. Pays' car is new. Both are correct. So we can write in this form also and this form. We can only add the comma, apostrophe comma, or with the s. With plural that end in s and we add an apostrophe. Now we are talking about the plural nouns, where the uniforms. This is a plural noun and s is already added to this. So we will write uniforms of nurses. So we will write nurses. Nurses के बाद हम लगाएंगे यहाँ पे apostrophe, because we are talking about the plural nouns. Here we will add the apostrophe after the noun, plural noun. Okay, is it clear? देखिए यहाँ nurses plural में है, तो हम उसके बाद apostrophe लगाएंगे. The hostel meant for the teachers. Now here teachers again is a plural noun. So here we will write teachers, and after that we'll add a apostrophe comma to it. The club meant for the residents. Again it is a plural. The residents पूरा लिख के उसके बाद कॉमा लगेगा. ये आप एग्जाम्पल्स अपनी नोटबुक में लिख सकते हैं. ओके, इट इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. विथ प्लूरल नाउन्स दैट डू नॉट एंड इन एस और एस. कुछ ऐसे प्लूरल नाउन्स होते हैं जो एस और ई एस से नहीं एंड होते हैं, जैसे द जिम फॉर विमेन. नाउ हियर ई इज एडेड ना, so we don't write women's. We never write it. When we are talking about the woman in plural form, we add e to it. Women. We pronounce it women. Children. When we are talking of lot of children, when we are talking of lot of women, we add e to it. So we will write like women's, women लिख के apostrophe s. Women's gym, children's book. I hope I am clear. So you should write all these points because these are very important. So you should note down in your notebooks. Use apostrophe or apostrophe s only with the living beings. Apostrophe is not used with non-living. So we have to keep in mind also that these apostrophe is used only with the living beings, not with the non-living objects. Like we do not say the chair's leg. We never say the leg of the chair. Okay. So keep this in mind. This is a very important point, that we don't use apostrophe with the non-living objects. And these are the important points of the possessive nouns. You should keep all these things in mind and write down in your notebooks. We do not say the chair's leg. We always say the leg of the chair. We do not say the dining table's cover. No, we'll say the cover of the dining table. So mention this thing in your copy also. At times we may personify an object and treat it as a living being. Therefore, in that case, we can use an apostrophe with it. Sometimes what we do, we personify an object, means हम किसी object को person की तरह use करते हैं. Like see in the example, his school's progress. अब school यहाँ पे वैसे तो non-living है, means एक it's a object, but we are using it as a, we are personifying it as an object and treated in a living being, means हम उस बच्चे की स्कूल की प्रोग्रेस की बात कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे हम उसे एक लिविंग बीइंग की तरह यूज़ कर रहे हैं. हिज स्कूल्स प्रोग्रेस, उसकी स्कूल की प्रोग्रेस, तो यहाँ पे हम स्कूल लिखकर फिर अपॉस्ट्रोफी लगाएंगे. लाइक वी यूज़ अपॉस्ट्रोफी विद नाउन्स डिनोटिंग स्पेस, टाइम एंड वेट. Like a month's stay. Okay, we use a month's stay. Then we use a meter's length. Here we are talking about the time. Here we are talking about again. Here we are talking about the weight or space, whatever it is. तो यहाँ पे भी हम apostrophe लगाते हैं with nouns denoting space, time and weight. जहाँ पे हम ये वाले nouns यूज़ कर रहे हैं जिसमें space पता चल रही है, time या weight का पता चल रहा है, वहाँ पे भी हम apostrophe s लगाते हैं. Okay, write down the possessive forms of the following. The telephone owned by the John. The telephone owned by the John. So here we will write John's telephone. Right? We will write John's telephone. The house of her grandparents. Here we don't have space to write, so we'll do it orally. I'm just doing it for your explanation. We will write here John's telephone, house of grandparents, house. The wisdom of Birbal. Birbal's wisdom. Holiday for a month. Month's holiday. The shop of Nike. Nike's shop. The orders issued by the principal. Principal's orders. So do this thing in your notebook. ये भी आप notebook में कर लीजिए exercise. Okay. Write the possessive form of the following. The costumes of the participants. Now here we are using with the plural nouns. So participants यहाँ पे ऐसे लग के costumes आ जाएगा आगे. मीन्स पार्टिसिपेंट्स लिखेंगे और यहाँ कोमा लगाएंगे और आगे लिखेंगे कॉस्ट्यूम्स. यूनियन ऑफ टीचर्स. टीचर्स यूनियन. ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ माई टीचर्स. टीचर्स ब्लेसिंग. Women's hostel. The flats in which the players live. Players flat. You will write this. Players flat. Wages of the tailor. Tailor's wages. Now we'll do this. Rewrite the following by using the possessive form of the nouns. Dog of the Jack. इधर आ जाएगा Jack's dog. Lost its way in the park. आगे आप ये लिख दीजिए. The first prize was given for the book by Siddharth Sharma, which was judged as the best novel. Siddharth Sharma's book. You will write like this. Okay. The leaves of the tree. Trees. Leaves. Listening songs. Lata Mangeshkar's songs. The dresses of the girls were well stitched. Girls' dresses. Okay, so this also you do in the notebook. Class 6, complete all the work which I have told you in your notebooks.